The Steelers certainly have been cardiac kids of late. Most of the season, they've come from behind to win games either in the fourth quarter or overtime. The Black and Gold would like that to change this Sunday against the Titans. You know, maybe get a lead for a change. Sprint basketball team back at the Pete tonight. The Panthers host the Siena Saints at the always convenient starting time of 9:30. Third-ranked Pitt looking to improve to 11-0. Steelers visit the Titans next week, and with Tennessee losing today to the Houston Texans, the Black and Gold now control their own destiny to have home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs. Much more coming up a little bit later. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Jon Burton, Channel 4, Action Sports. Burris signed as a free agent with the Giants back on March 17th. That's why he now wears number 17. Ahead in Action Sports, hear what Plexico has to say about his former teammate Hines Ward and his contract situation. You don't want to miss it.
Wow.
Very interesting. He's very articulate.
Yeah, you know, I always found him to be a great interview when he was here with the Steelers. I always got quotes from him. He was always very accommodating and cordial, and obviously he had a lot to say, a lot to get off his chest about his former team.
Bet that won't cause any debate on the radio.
No. Steelers legendary broadcaster Myron Cope talking about being on the field when the greatest play in Steelers history occurred, Franco Harris's immaculate reception. Cope announcing today he will step down after 35 years in the Steeler broadcast booth, but the beloved loud little man says he plans on following the team he loves as closely as ever. God will never know if the Steelers would have benefited from Mike Tomlin electing to sit Ben Roethlisberger today against the Colts in favor of Byron Leftwich to allow his injured shoulder to heal. What we do know is this: Big Ben took today's loss to the Colts very hard, and he says it's his fault. Miami is certainly a long way from Western Pennsylvania. Just ask Lauren Williams. After a legendary high school track career at Rochester High School in Beaver County, one which saw her win countless medals and break numerous records, she now spends her days sweating in the hot South Florida sun, training for another shot at Olympic gold. Lauren picked up a silver medal in the women's 100-meter dash 4 years ago in Athens, Greece, and many consider her to be the favorite at this year's games in Beijing. But Williams doesn't seem to be feeling the pressure.
I think it's a little bit less than 2004, where I just kind of got thrown into the fire. This time I've had, adequate preparation, and it's up to me. I've been training all year, and, even for the past few years, looking forward to Beijing, as opposed to 04, where I just won the NCAA title, happened to run the second fastest time in the world, and America said, hey, you're going to the Olympics.
While Lauren continues her work in the Sunshine State, her father, David, remains here in Western PA. David's been there for his daughter since day one, despite a multitude of medical problems.
I was diagnosed with leukemia. I'm a Vietnam veteran, and I have leukemia from there. I also had kidney failure 8 years ago, and I'm doing dialysis. I've been on dialysis. I need a kidney. So all of this compounds the difficulty of getting back and forth.
David receives medical treatment 3 times a week, and because of his health problems, he's not able to work on a regular basis. His funds are limited, and he's not sure he'll be able to afford a trip to China to watch his daughter go for the gold.
It's rather $500-600 a night for a hotel room, and the flight is close to $1,100.
But both father and daughter agree Lauren would benefit from her father being there.
Lauren has always performed better when I'm there. I don't know if it's the yelling or the screaming that I do, or
he's pretty diehard. He's planning on being in Beijing. I'm trying to, convince him slowly but surely to stay home and, let's play it safe than sorry, as opposed to how it played out in Greece. But he's not going to have it. I think he'd rather, see me and drop dead in the process than miss it. So if his life depends on it, he's going to be there. I think the major thing is that he showed me to never quit, never give up, late nights, early mornings, as you said, getting up and just pushing that extra mile when he wasn't feeling so well to get me somewhere. That pushes me an extra mile here on the track.
If David Williams can't be there in China in person, he will certainly be there in spirit. And he has a message for his track star daughter.
I know that you have the ability to do great things. You've already done great things. And what I'd like to see you do is go up to China, get the gold, and just stop everybody and everything that was ever said about you. Turn it around and show them that you are a professional track star and a professional athlete, and a woman that does the best at whatever you do. Go get them, baby.
Joey Porter is a ferocious hitting machine on the field, but off the field, he's a laid-back jokester. Joey says he knows when to make the switch. So you don't think you have a for lack of a better word, anger management problem?
No.
You control the anger when you're out there?
Man, I'm good, man. Anybody that know me, they know that I'm the type of guy that we hanging out. I'm not trying to be the life of the party. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's happy. I want to have a good time with the best of them. But now we're out there on game day, and it's a situation where they're trying to pump fear into us. I'm not going to let that stand by nobody.
Everybody was still cheering.
Porter admits he wasn't quite comfortable in the role of team leader earlier in his career, but now he says all that's changed.
Now guys look at me. I'm one of the older linebackers besides Fair, but as far as being here in this system on his defense, you know what I mean? Me and Deshae Townsend is two of the last guys that was here when I first got here, and with Aaron Smith. So it's like I understand my role. I know what the young guys expect out of me. I know what my coaches expect out of me to lead the guys, and I can't do that no other way but just being myself.
At 6'3" and 250 pounds, Porter seems indestructible, but he's not, of course. In early September of 2003, Joey came face-to-face with his own mortality. A stray bullet found its way into Porter's leg after a shooting outside a bar he was attending in Denver. Joey had surgery to remove the bullet and only missed the first 2 games, but he says the experience has stayed with him.
It was big enough shock to where it scared me so much. I mean, the first thing I think about, I knew it wasn't life or death matter, but my career was at stake. So I was so scared that I was thinking, like, if something go wrong, this bullet somehow travel in the wrong position, am I going to be able to play football?
Porter even vowed to give up the nightlife. He's since had a change of heart, but he says he's a lot more careful now.
So when I do go out, I'm the last one to leave. I don't leave when everybody else leaves. I make sure the whole crowd is died down. I don't just leave when everybody else leaves. I'm not going to get caught in that situation no more. So when I'm out, me and whoever I'm at, me and the club owner, we have an understanding that I'm going to be here for a while. I'm going to make sure the whole outside is cleared out before I leave.
For Joey, nothing could be better than to be here, playing in Pittsburgh for the Steelers. But we all know pro football is a business. Nothing is guaranteed. Can you see yourself playing anywhere else than here in Pittsburgh for the Steelers?
I can't see myself taking that nowhere else. I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable starting all the way over, having to go somewhere else and play for another coach, and the coach is not understanding me, thinking that, because off top when you come, they're going to be thinking, oh, this is Joey from Pittsburgh, you know his rap sheet, he's going to be like this. They probably think I'm a whole nother way, not knowing that I'm the fun guy that you could be around and you love me having a football team. But at the end of the day, I started in Pittsburgh, and I plan to retire in Pittsburgh.
Larry Fitzgerald, he's got it all. Size, speed, great hands, and maybe, just maybe, a Heisman Trophy at the end of the season. The only thing he doesn't have is a touchdown celebration dance. That's where yours truly comes in. Show me what you do when you score. You just hand the ball to the ref. No, you got to put some flavor in it. Maybe something old school, you know, like the Cabbage Patch, you know, something like that. What do you think?
Nah, that's not my style.
How about this? I got another one for you. The Bankhead. Dirty South.
No, that's not me.
How about this one? Old school. Running Man. What do you think?
That's too old for me.
I picked this up when I went to Atlanta earlier this summer. How about this one? Don't stop, won't be no stop. Don't stop, no stop, won't be no stop. How about that one?
That's too much movement. You too tired to do all that dancing when you get in the end zone.
All right, so where does this simple gesture come from?
You know, when I was a small child, you know, our Pee Wee coach used to always say, give the ball to the referee. It's the best thing to do. And, you know, it's act like you've been there, and also just have respect for the game and your opponent.
Here's one I know you can do. The Beyonce, the booty bounce. You know, How about that one?
No, that's not for me.
Hey, Larry, wait, come back. I got more. Jon Burton, Channel 4, Action Sports.